With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 30 yards there.
I mean, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
28-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's 4th down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
4-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Number 34.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This is Thompson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Minshew on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Minshew sets to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jared Wilson. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
As a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The tackle by
a gain of 3, 2nd down. It's a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down. It's Thompson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Jacksonville.
shotgun handoff to Thompson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And able to find Conley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
On the carry, Thompson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
It is good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to improvise. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
At the 4-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
The kick is
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
10. Jaguars 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd down.
And the 11.
Now Minshew. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. Long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
from the 38. Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Throwing on first down is Minshew, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Oh, go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Throwing is Jackson. Finding room inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41. Here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. 20. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook. Fourth quarter, down to the... And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Thompson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Jaguars.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. They'll look to throw. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyus Bowser. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run the counter. Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another run here with Dobbins. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Edwards. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss might knock them out